Welcome to 60 Minutes with PD. 60 Minutes with PD. 60 Minutes with PD. Welcome to 60 Minutes with PD. Yes, it's another weekend with PD. Trying to, yes, our topic is husband material. Fantastic. Okay. We're trying to do something right here. Trying to pin the comment. And I think I did. Did I? Yes, no, yes. Well, how are we doing this evening? Welcome to 60 Minutes with PD, your fastest moving 60 minutes of the day. Yes. So good to see us all. It's been a while, and it's good to be back. Welcome. Hi, little Don Corleone. It's good to see you. That is really good. Yes, Bibian, how are you? And Theo, Maya, how are you? Koi, IVNC, how are you? Lois, how are you? Let me do a few waves out there. You wave at my people. How is it going? Good to see us all. Yes, it's been a while. I'm back. It's going to be the fastest moving 60 minutes. It's an amazing topic tonight. It's an exciting topic. It's husband material. Everybody wants to know what husband material is. And it's going to be fun. This is something that you're going to keep. And when you meet a guy, you say, you know what, you need to listen to this because this is the word on husband material. Ofore, how are you? Good to see you. Derry Fitzpatrick, how are you, Derry Fitzpatrick? And Carrie Lade, how are you? How are you? My wave is... And Ijama, how are you? Ijama, how are you? Good to see you. Wiley, how are we doing? Yes, it's going to be an exciting 60 minutes, the fastest 60 minutes of the day. We're going to take off in a few minutes. Kathy Matz, how are you, Kathy? How are you doing? Yes, hi. Yes. Okay, welcome to 60 Minutes with PD, your fastest moving 60 minutes of the day. I'm here every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. right here at PIDI19 on Instagram and Facebook. Please follow me now. If you're not following me, follow me. Tell your friends, follow me. And 60 minutes will go so fast. I guarantee you that this 60 minutes will go so fast. It's not going to be enough. But then I'll be back next week. Okay, today's topic is husband material. This is a very popular topic, husband material. Everyone wants to know what husband material is. Even if you're married, you can still work on your husband tactfully. Like if you're a wife on the platform, you can't just go tell your husband that, this is what PD said, so you have to change. You've got to be tactful. You've got to be diplomatic, bring him around and get him to see the point, the benefits of being a good husband material and encourage him so he'll become good husband material. Okay? And for the guys on the platform, this is good advice on how to be a good husband. Okay? So you want to listen if you're a guy. If you're a woman, you want to listen because you want to know what you're looking for in a man. Okay? And it's going to be amazing. So strap up and let's take off. Again, welcome to 60 Minutes with PD. It's relationships that are worked on that work. I always say it. If your partner is not willing to work on the relationship and learn something new, then they don't need to be your partner. It is so important. Being teachable is the most important, value that you can find in a partner, that they're teachable so they can learn new things, they can improve, they can get better. How are you doing, Lanike? How are you, Aduratomi and Libra Kimil? That's an amazing name. Let's know where you're all from, people. If you're from Abuja, let's know. So the first thing, that you're looking for in a man, and this is interesting, is that he's God-fearing. When you're looking at a man, whether you are religious or not, you want the man to be God-fearing, and I'll tell you why. A God-fearing man has things that he can do to you and things that he can't do to you. Because he fears God, there's things he can't do to you. A man that doesn't fear God has no grid. Basically, his boundaries, his limits are whatever he's picked up on the street, wherever he's grown. So he can just about do anything to you. So it's so dangerous for you to give your life to, because when you marry a man, you're putting your life in his hands, because he's going to lead the household, he's going to lead the family. You're putting your life in his hands. If you put your life in the hands of a man that does not fear God, you are going to be in trouble. And I'll tell you this, a man being in church does not mean that he fears God. There are many people in church that don't fear God. So just don't say, I met him in church, so I assume he fears God. And there are some men that actually do not go to church that actually fear God. So it's interesting. Later on, you need to know how to identify a man that fears God. And the key is this. If you fear God yourself, then you can identify a man that fears God. For example, if I'm looking for a doctor, if I'm not a doctor, a person in a white lab coat and stethoscopes on their necks can convince me that they are doctors, and I wouldn't know. But if I am a doctor and you come in whatever you're wearing, I know the questions to ask you, I know what to observe, and I can verify that you're a doctor. So just jumping off the bat, if you don't fear God, you cannot identify a man that fears God, and you will end up with somebody, I was going to say a devil, but yes, you will end up with a really bad person, and that's not what you want. Did we just get that? Okay. There are things that a God-fearing man can do to you that has nothing to do with you. It's about the God that he fears. So he will not do it because he fears God. Okay? The fact that a man fears God is like an insurance for you, that there's no limit to any kind of craziness he can do that you can get from him. If a man fears God, it's like it's an insurance certificate. You are insured that there's a limit to the craziness or madness I can get from this man because he fears God. But if he doesn't fear God, he can bring to me any kind of craziness, any kind of madness. I just have to deal with it. And that is interesting. And you don't want to do that. Now, the issue is this. This is the real issue. If you yourself are not God-fearing, you cannot identify accurately a man that fears God. That is why, listen very well, that is why you can carry a devil that you meet in church and think he's a saint. That's why you can go to church and pick up a devil because you didn't know, because he's in church. And then you think, I have a saint, till he shows you his true colors one day. And this happens a lot. Okay, 3 main things that husband material must be able to do are, 1 is love. Husband material must be able to give you love. Love is the most important thing in marriage. If there's no love, there's no marriage. So for husband material, he must have the capacity to overpower you with love, give you love. 2, he must be able to provide. Okay? Husband material must be generous, able to provide. 3, husband material must be able to protect. He must have a protective, attitude towards you. He'll protect you from his mother, his father, his siblings. He'll protect you from insects and rats and mice. He will just protect you because he just is protective over you. Husband material, he protects. Okay? Husband material must know what love is and must do love to you intentionally. Like, husband material, like if you don't know what love is, you can't do it because love is a verb. So whatever you get to do is stuff that you know. So if you don't know it, you cannot do it. And love can be defined. I have a teaching called The Definition of Love. Everybody, once we're done, go to my IGTV or my YouTube. It's called The Definition of Love. It's listed. This is what love is. You can do it on purpose. You do it intentionally. You do it unconditionally. Love is unconditional. Okay, so love is a verb. Love is something that you do. Love is not a feeling. People, love is not the feeling, the butterflies. When I see him, I hear from him, I just feel, that's not love. That's just a feeling. And that feeling goes. So if you're depending on the feeling, you are going to be lost at some point in time because it will go. Love is something that you decide. You've been dating, you've been interviewing many people, and you find yourself, you chose one person. And then you made a decision that, you are the one, I am going to love you, we are getting married. That's a decision. So love is a decision that you make to do something to somebody. Am I talking to somebody? Love is a decision that you make to do something, to do love to somebody. Okay. There's nothing like I fell out of love. You just got tired of doing love. So, love is never about yourself. Love is never about satisfying your own needs. Love is always about the other person, about satisfying the other person's need. Love does not take offense. You have a choice. You don't have to take it. Love is intentional. Love is something you do on purpose. Love is unconditional. Once you set your mind to do love to a person, you do it irrespective of what the other person is doing or not doing. When husband material decides that I'm going to love this person, he's going to continue to love that person irrespective of what they do. Okay, and that's husband material. If you find a man who's able to just love you even when you're messing up, I think you should just marry him on the spot. Okay. Husband material must be able to provide you accommodation in a safe place and comfortable place where you have some privacy. Important. Avoid living with your in-laws if you can. If you live with your in-laws, your husband must have the strength of character to defend you from his parents and fight your battles with them. It's important. You know, if he's going to say, come, we have to stay in my father's compound, somewhere in there, whatever it is, he has to be a person who can fight for you, who is willing to fight for you and protect you from them, because there will be conflicts, there will be all sorts of interactions that he needs to step up to his parents and says, this is my wife, and, just keep off, And if he doesn't have that capacity, then you need to start thinking twice, okay? Husband material must have income. You can't be husband material with no. See, if you have no money, then focus on making money. Focus on your business, on your work, and leave that husband business alone. Okay, it's just not your season yet. But once you have a steady income, you're able to pay some bills, then you can start considering being husband material. Sometimes I see guys that this season of your life is when you put your finances together and you build something, but you're out there looking for a wife. It's just not your season for looking for a wife. And let's start to understand that husband material can pay some bills, is happy to spend some money and give her some money. Am I talking to anybody? Yes, OCP Edibles, how are you? I've been seeing your posts, and that's amazing. What just happened on my thing? Good. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Husband material must have an income, work or business. He should have money coming in. Important. Husband material should be generous. Husband material is generous generally and especially with money. Husband material is a giver, open-handed, is thoughtful. Husband material is always thinking about being a blessing. Okay? He puts thought into being a blessing to you. Husband material will be protective over you. He will instinctively shield you from contrary situations and hardship. Husband material will shield you from hardship. That's why you're thinking, because she's your wife or going to be your wife. You're thinking how you're going to take care of her and protect her, shield her from any form of hardship, in a sacrificial way. Husband material will protect you from his parents, from his friends, from his siblings, from cockroaches, mice, and other flying insects. That's funny. You can laugh right there. Husband material is ready to fight for his wife if need be. Did you get that? Husband material is ready to fight for his wife if need be. Okay? I think we should set up a school of martial arts for husband material. Husband material is a good listener. He knows not to cut you off, but listens to you empathically. Husband material makes sure that you know that you were heard. Like husband material is a person who will listen to you and he'll make sure that you're heard. Like when you talk to him, you're heard. You know that what you said is being considered, and you will get a response from what you said. So he's emotionally available and he listens. Did we get that? He doesn't cut you off while you're speaking. Husband material makes sure that you were heard by him. Husband material values you. That's true. When you find a husband material, he values you. He's a man that values you. He values your opinion. He does not always have to follow your advice, but at least he considers your advice. Husband material must be teachable. This is so important. Husband material must be teachable. This is a non-negotiable standard. If he's not teachable, then there's a problem. He's not husband material. If he's not teachable, he will be a bad husband. Period. This is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here at PIDI19 on Instagram, on Facebook, and YouTube. Let's do relationships together. Please fill my contact form in my bio for counseling. Please click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, like the video, and click on the bell for notifications. No man knows everything. It is the things a man does not know that will torture you in a marriage. I'll say it one more time. There is no man that knows everything. And it's the things that he does not know that will be a problem for you in the marriage. So make sure that he's teachable. So while you're married, he can still learn the things that he did not know. So that's so important. It's something that people never think about. But once you're married, it becomes a problem. You can't talk to him. He's opinionated. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks you know nothing. And he's just a problem. So this is something that you've got to write it down somewhere and make sure that you are sure that this man is teachable. And it's easy to know if a man is teachable. He must have a culture of reading, listening to videos, listening to messages, or just attending places where he can be taught and improved. He must be a person who self-improvement is important to him. Anybody that self-improvement is important to will be teachable, and that's important. And men can be very stubborn. If you carry a stubborn guy that's opinionated, you're going to have a problem. Okay, husband material must have a learning culture, either a reader or a listener to audio recordings or a watcher of videos that impart wisdom and knowledge. Husband material needs to have credible sources of inflow of knowledge and wisdom. So you know that this is a guy that's growing. He'll always be interesting and attractive to you because he is growing. Husband material must be a good communicator. Okay, he must be able to communicate with you. He speaks his mind lovingly. It's one thing to speak your mind anyhow, harshly. That's not good husband material. Husband material will communicate. He'll speak his mind, but he'll say it with love. He'll say it with consideration. He'll have you on his mind when he's speaking, when he's communicating. So he speaks his mind lovingly. He's speaking his mind. He doesn't speak his mind harshly. That's not a good trait. Husband material is considerate. If the man is considerate, that's good husband material. Okay? Husband material is not selfish. He is not selfishly having himself on his own mind all the time. I'll say it again. Husband material does not selfishly have himself on his own mind all the time. Sometimes you've got men who, it's all about them. They're thinking about their future, their ambition, their everything, but that's not good husband material. Good husband material has got to be able to think about you and your future and your plans and include them in his plans. So it's now our plans, and that's good husband material. It is very important that his vision is big enough to contain your vision. It's very important that husband material's vision is big enough to contain your vision. Did you get that? Husband material must know that he's going somewhere in life. He must have a vision, and he must be doing something about achieving the vision. It is very important that his vision is big enough to contain your vision. If not, he will stunt your vision, and you will never become who God wants you to be as his wife. Because the man leads the family, the man you marry will definitely affect your destiny positively or negatively. He has the power to encourage you or outright stop you from doing the things that you need to do to be successful in life. Did we get this? Husband material must be a good leader, making wise decisions that cover everyone's interest, must know how to carry his wife along. When a man just makes all the decisions by himself and is doing everything on his own without consulting his wife, that's not good husband material. Husband material always will come, ask your opinion, include the opinion in any decision. So when the decision is made, you are carried along in the plan. Okay. Husband material must be patient, must not have anger issues, must be forgiving and not easily offended. Love is what makes marriages work. So husband material must really have love to give. Okay? The truth is that you cannot give what you do not have. Okay? So if husband material does not have love, he cannot give it to you. Some wives are trying to squeeze water out of a rock, and there's nothing for them because the man has no love to give. So even if you put a knife to his throat, he can't love you. He has to have a place where he receives his love so he can give it to you. Nobody can give to you what they don't have. Okay? You just get that. The husband that they're struggling with has no love to give, so he just doesn't have any. For the man to give you love consistently, he has to get it from somewhere that the supply is consistent and abundant. The frequency of the love, the amount of the love, the nature of the love that he can give you will be in line with the frequency, amount, the abundance, and nature of the supplier of love that he has. I'm making a point here, so follow me. Where you can't give what you don't have. So if I have an obligation to give you love consistently while I'm married to you, I have to have somewhere I go to get love. So when I get that love, I can give it to you. And if I don't have where to go, I don't know how to get it, then I will struggle with giving you love. At the very best, when you love me, I can reflect it back. But when you don't love me, then I have nothing for you. Do we understand this? Because I'm going somewhere with this. Your husband can never love you consistently if he does not have a consistent source to get the love from. No human being can supply your husband a lot of love abundantly, consistently. Only God. That's where I was going. If your husband doesn't have a way to know that God loves him and know that he is loved, he cannot love you. Now, this is a big thing that everybody needs to listen to. If your husband does not understand that he himself is loved by God and he has received the love from God, there is a limit to the love he can give you. Because whatever love that he owes you to give you, he has to get it somewhere. And the only source of inexhaustible love, like I've been saying for many years, is God. So that's a good point there, guys. Just clap, 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 clap. That is good. This is major. Husband material must know that God loves him. You see, when a guy knows he's loved, then he has so much love to give you. It's amazing. Try it one day. Like if a guy just knows that he is loved, you'll be amazing how loving he will be. Seriously, even if he has a mentor who can just hug him and love on him, just love him, and he comes home, he is going to blow your mind because he just received love. So make sure that your husband has somebody that's telling him that God loves him, that the future is bright, everything is, that God is with him and for him. It's very, very important. Okay, husband material. Yes, this is how husband material can love you even when you are not being loving. Husband material should have a good sense of humor. Now, everybody likes to smile. Everybody likes to be joyful and happy. So husband material is a guy who smiles easily. He's a guy that's fun to be with. He's a guy that can crack jokes and doesn't take himself too seriously. Sometimes people just take themselves so seriously that they're boring, that they're just not fun to be with. And if you're living with a person for the rest of your life, like you promised at the altar, then you want it to be fun. So husband material is, jovial guy, he cracks fun, he plays with you. Husband material needs to be playful. At some point in time, you're playful because that's just part of what it is being a good husband. Sense of humor. Husband material must be a smiler and not take himself too seriously. He can kid around. He can be playful. Once again, this is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here at PIIDI19 and also subscribe to my YouTube channel at PIIDI19. Let's do relationships together. Please fill my contact form in my bio for free confidential counseling. Please click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, like the video, and click on the bell for notifications. There are husbands who are physically present but emotionally absent. And that's true. For some married people, it's a bad experience, but it's true. It's real. Where the man is there physically, but he's not there emotionally. He's tuned out. Something happened and he checked out. So he's just there, and it's not a good thing. So you want to make sure that husband material, he's present. He's present emotionally. He's present physically. He's just present. That's so important. Your conversations, and when he's checked out like that, your conversations are minimal and basic. It's limited to good morning, where are my keys, where's my food, good night. He's just not there anymore. Husband material must be emotionally available, willing to be vulnerable, finds it easy to express his feelings, and gives a listening ear when you need to express your feelings. Women want intelligent men. If there are men out here, please understand this, because men don't seem to know this. We're in the gym and we're buffing up and we're everything. But, and that's great, that's good. But women, most women, 99% of women want intelligent men. Men that you can discuss various topics with, that they can hold their own in an intelligent conversation. So this is important. So husband material, he's intelligent. He can discuss many different things, many different topics. He's an intelligent person. Okay, he's able to discuss intelligently on various topics. Husband material is not opinionated, okay? He must not believe that he knows everything. He must not believe that his wife has no valuable input, and he's not willing to just receive it. Husband material must not be opinionated, okay? How do you get him back when he's checked out? How do you get him back when he's checked out? You've got to reach him. See, he checked out because you were not, in his mind, you weren't responding to something he wanted. Your husband, your typical husband material that checks out is a passive aggressive, which means that he said something, you didn't understand what he said, you didn't know how serious what he said was, so you didn't do it, okay? And then because he's a passive aggressive, he gets to a point where he just checks out. He responds to what he believes that you're doing to him. So basically, you've got to go back and really think about what were the things that he said, what were the things that he asked for. He may not have asked for it in a very forceful kind of way. Then you need to let him realize that, okay, I hear you, I really do. I did not hear you before, but I hear you now, and let's come back together and see me change, and let's see you change as well. And that way you can bring him in, or bring him for counseling, and then because I can tell you this, when he comes for counseling and he meets a person that doesn't know him but talks to him in detail about what's going on in his life, because these things are textbook, he starts to open up and say, okay, you know what, this is true, this is what happened to me. Many men open up when I talk to them, when I meet them, because when they're talking to an older guy, the person that they respect, they open up and things happen. Okay. So important, yes. Actually, passive aggressive people, yes. Clarita, how are you doing? It's been a while. Okay, so where was I? Husband material is not like a man that thinks he knows everything and he just knows everything about everything is dangerous. That is not husband material. He's got to be open to input, and in fact, husband material encourages input. He encourages you to contribute, and he encourages input. Fantastic. Okay. Women like intelligent men. That is true. Not opinionated. Husband material has eyes to see beauty in his woman and a mouth to always compliment. Listen, people, listen. This is real good. Husband material. He has eyes to see beauty in his woman and ears and a mouth to always compliment. So if you're husband material, your eyes are open. Nice eyelashes. Hey, baby, your eyelashes look real good. The hair. She spent 3 hours doing that hair. Come on. You saw it. Your eyes see, your mouth speaks. Wow, baby, the braids, they look wonderful. Wonderful. I love them. You see the color combination, everything is matching. Do you think she fell out of bed and the colors just matched? That didn't happen. She just fell out of bed. She took time to choose, the color for everything, the bag, the shoes, everything. And she's matching wonderfully. Open your eyes and say, no, hi, baby, you look wonderful. That shade of fuchsia, men don't know what fuchsia is. I don't either. But that shade of fuchsia is amazing. Wow, that's really good. Talk to her, eyes to see her beauty, mouth to speak. Let's have that, out there. Okay. After she spent 3 hours to fix her hair just to look good for you, the least you can do is notice it and make a big deal. Husband material makes a big deal, PD, will this be available? Yes, every live I do is available in my IGTV. So if you go to Instagram, my IGTV, every live I do, I save, and then I post on YouTube. So on those two channels, they are there, and lately it's on Facebook as well. Because this thing I'm saying, you guys have to come back and really listen, okay? Because there's a lot, but I'm moving fast because my time is limited. I doubt if I could cover everything. So husband material, listen real good. She took time to coordinate the colors and everything. Take time to tell her how nice it looks. Husband material should know that it took attention and intentionality to get those eyebrows and lashes to look like that. Please take time and notice and compliment. Now I'll tell you this. No husband material is born husband material. Let's start to get it straight right now. No man is born husband material. He has to go through some level of mentorship and counseling, most likely mentorship, where there's somebody like me in his life telling him that, young man, this is what you do. This is how you do. If you do it like this, you'll get these results. If you do it like this, it will be bad. So, listen to me, do it like this. So encourage your husband, your man, to get mentorship from a person that can lead him so that his life can be sweet. Why make mistakes that others have made and then you just walk and then you make it and you might even lose your marriage? It's just not worth it. Get some mentorship. I think I'm going to start a mentorship program. If you guys think I should, just tell me something. Let's see what kind of response I get when I talk about mentorship program. And then, I should do a boot camp for men, finishing school for men, have some certification. So if a man comes and says, well, I've been certified by PD, this is a good man. It will be the, like how you know a good man. Certification like this. I've been mentored by PD. I'm one of PD's boys. So you can marry me now. I think that could really work. Okay. When you love someone, they always look beautiful to you. When you love them, they're looking beautiful. Always tell them, encourage them. It costs you nothing and it gains you a lot. Husband material respects you. He respects your personality. He respects who you are. He does not belittle you. He does not shame you for any reason. And guys, let's learn this. Husband, like when you want a woman to do something, you don't try to get her to do it by shaming her. Like if she's put on some little weight, you just don't start to shame her, thinking that will get her to lose weight. No. Like partner with her to do things that will help her lose the weight. So that's a better way where you love her and you partner with that. Both of you do the gym together. Both of you do the diet together. Both of you do it together. And it's more encouraging than try to shame her to get her to change. And somehow a lot of men who have not been trained actually believe that this could work. But it could never work. Shaming a woman has never gotten any man a good result. Ever. So let's start to understand these things. Let's not do things that don't work. It's just not, doesn't make sense. Okay, people. So, respect her, respects you, respects your personality, respects who you are, does not shame you. Husband material values you. If you're with a man that you can see that this man values me, that's husband material. He values the way you are. He values your ideas. He values your contribution. That is husband material. By the way, this is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here at PIDI19. Please follow me, please. And tell your friends, follow me. We're on a journey together, and, we are going to make it. We'll get there, and we'll get there in good shape. Okay? So let's do relationships together. Please fill out my contact form for counseling. First counseling is free. Next one you pay. Everything has changed. Okay, please click on the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, like the video, and click on the bell for notifications. Husband material should be able to make you smile, even when you're upset with him. You just get that. A guy who, even when you're upset, he can still make you smile. That is real husband material. Husband material is easy to talk to about himself. He doesn't get defensive. Now, this is something I want us to listen carefully. When you speak to a man about himself on something that you would like him to change, most men, if you have not been mentored, you are defensive. It's like she's attacking you and she's attacking your ego. Our egos are huge. So when you talk to us about ourselves, instinctively we want to defend ourselves. We want to attack you back. We want to just push you out. So that's why we need to be mentored. And to be quite frank, you have to make yourself easy to be spoken to. It's just something that you have to train yourself, that when she comes to talk to you about yourself, it's because she wants things to get better. And you must always know that this woman that is talking to me about myself is not trying to put me down, is not trying to criticize me. She wants our relationship to get better. That's why she's talking. So I chill, I cool down, and I listen to what she says, and I consider it. Okay? Do you just get that? So husband material is easy to talk to about himself. He doesn't get defensive. He considers what he has heard. Husband material has strength. Now listen real good. This is really sweet. Husband material has strength, yet he's compassionate. I like the tension right there. He's strong, but he's compassionate. Ladies, do you like that? I think we like that. What do you think? You know, he's strong. He's a strong guy. You know, he can hold his own. But then he's compassionate with you. That's an amazing, you know, I just love that. He's firm, yes, yeah, and yet he's kind at heart. So he's a firm guy, he can be firm, yet he's kind at heart. He's loving, yet brutal in battle in defense of his family and loved ones. He doesn't start fights, but he can finish them. That's my guy. Anyway, husband material is supportive. He will support you in whatever you decide to do. A husband material, he will support you. Whatever you want to do, he will support you. He will support you, you know, in any direction you want to go. He's always there for you. That's husband material. You know he's behind you. He will never discourage you. Husband material is stable. You want a stable man, and he's consistent. He's trustworthy. He behaves in a way that earns your trust. So he's trustworthy, you know. And husband material is not selfish. He's always willing to compromise and come into agreement. You know, he just doesn't just stand on the ground, just fight every battle. He will compromise a bit as long as he works. Husband material will work at coming into agreement with you. Husband material is able to put your needs above his. Husband material is willing to make sacrifices for you and the relationship. Husband material is always improving himself. He's doing things for himself, but he's doing things to improve himself. And you'll always find him interesting because he's always improving, okay? He doesn't get stale. A man that keeps improving himself is always interesting because he's learned something new and he can share it with you, and the whole relationship is exciting because this is a man that's growing, and that's good husband material. Husband material is open and is honest, okay? Husband material should know how to cook. This is a good one. This one, I put this on my personal. Husband material should know how to cook. Not because cooking will be his responsibility, but it's just amazing to have a man that can help out and stand in if need be. The guys are saying, what's Speedy say? Yeah, I said it. Husband material is open, he's honest. It's so important. Honesty is always the best policy. Can we all just say that? Honesty is just the best policy. So husband material, don't lock your phone. There's nothing there. You're not a kidnapper, so you're hiding where you kept the people. You know, so don't lock your phone and don't get involved in illegal relationships. No, don't, you know, emotional cheating is cheating. Whatever you can't do in front of your wife or the person you're about to marry, then you can't do it behind them. If you're doing it behind them, even if there's no sex involved, it is still cheating. It's called emotional cheating, and it is as harmful and painful and hurtful as physical cheating. If I have any people there, give me a thumbs up. Let's know that we are all in agreement. People, you know, sometimes we men, we play down emotional cheating like, what's the big deal? You know, I'm on a dating site. What the heck are you doing on a dating site? You're married. Or you have a fiancé. Are you on a dating site for what? You know, you're not supposed to be there. And then you're sharing pictures with another woman? Why? How? You know, how? Can somebody just talk to us tonight? You know, this is not, you know, guys, let's be strong men. We're strong and yet we are compassionate. And we are open, we are honest. You know, we're stand-up guys. Okay? Good. So husband material is faithful, open. He doesn't lock his phone. Okay. He does not maintain illegal relationships with other women. Husband material will not cheat physically or emotionally. Husband material encourages you to open up and share your feelings with him. This is really important. Where a husband material is a man who will encourage you to open up, and he wants you to share your emotions and your feelings with him. And he too, on his end, he has no problem being open with you. You see, many men, like we grew up with our mothers, with you ladies, telling us, be a man, be a man, be a man. So we have grown up, we've learned to just bottle it up because we're men, okay? And it's a problem to our wives when we marry. So, you know, we need to learn to, you know, and most times men won't open up to you because they're afraid. They're just afraid that if they open up to you, you may look at them, you may see them in another light, or you might hurt them with the information that they give you. Is that, you know, so you just got to encourage them to trust you, that you're safe. You're a safe place. You can open up with me, and that's really good. Please, where can we buy this husband material? Let me get to the end. You'll learn a few things. He said, where can we buy this husband material? I know. You wish you could, but you can't. You have to earn this husband material. When I get to the end, you'll see how. Okay. Husband material is ambitious, okay? So he's ambitious, but at the same time, he's down to earth, okay? He's ambitious, he's realistic, he's humble, but he's ambitious and humble. He carries you along in his ambition. That's good husband material. Husband material serves you with joy, okay? He's willing to do things for you joyfully. This is important. A marriage is a relationship between two people that love to serve each other. When you find two people that love to serve themselves, it works out like a dream. Because, you know, he's looking forward to doing stuff for you. You don't have to ask him. He just goes and he does it. You know, and you're doing the same thing. And one thing, I'm talking a lot about husband material. But let me know this. Husband material responds to wife material. If you're not wife material, if you're dating and he's husband material, he will not marry you. Because it is wife material that attracts husband material. I hope that we understand this. Where you can't just be mean and wicked, you are inconsiderate, you are not loving, you are just cold, and then you want him to be husband material. It doesn't work that way. Am I talking to anybody now? Because, you like what you're hearing. But, it's wife material that attracts husband material. Do we get that? So we have to work on being wife material. If there are any guys in the house, give me a, thumbs up, guys. You guys thought I didn't think about you. I'm thinking about you. I'm a guy too. Okay. Husband material serves you with joy. He's willing to do things for you joyfully. He sees that you need some things done without you asking. He just does them for you. Even when you ask for help, he just helps joyfully, no complaints. He takes care of you and he does his best to make you happy. And while he's doing his best to make you happy, you are doing the same thing to make him happy. The topic today is not wife material, but, wife. Ladies, you too have something to do. Do you just get that? Because, this guy can't just be this nice to you and you're not reciprocating, you're not being nice back. Love is a two-way street. It flows both ways. Anytime some goodness is flowing towards you, make sure that you're reciprocating with goodness as well. So life is amazing when we're just being nice and good and loving to ourselves. It's amazing. Never just be a taker. You just take, and you're not giving. It doesn't work that way. If your partner is giving you whatever, you've got to match the level of his giving or even exceed it. Because the fact is that when you exceed his giving, then he amps up as well. And things just get better. Marriages can be sweet if you know what you're doing. There are a lot of ignorant people struggling in marriage. And that's because they don't know what they're doing. Marriage can be really nice. Like your whole marriage will be honeymoon. From the day you got married till whenever. Just honeymoon. Because you guys know what you're doing. And that's why I'm just trying to push it out. Like, guys, get it. Get it. Okay. He serves you with joy. He does stuff for you. Husband material will not think twice about helping you out in a time of need. Husband material will not think twice about helping you out in times of need. One more time, this is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here. Please follow me right here. And tell your friends to follow. So many people don't even know that this platform exists. And it blows my mind. You're like, with all this good stuff, and they don't know how. You guys are too silent. You got to share the good news. Like you found a pot of gold in this place. So go call the world and say, look, we found gold here. Come listen and let's get our lives and our marriages better. So guys, promise me that you'll do that. Promise that we're going to go out and just tell the world that this is gold right here. 60 Minutes with PD. Follow me right here and let's do life together. Fill my contact form in my bio and get some counseling. Please click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Like the video and click on the bell for notifications. Husband material is committed to his woman, even in the days of trouble. Okay, like a husband material doesn't run away when you're in trouble. There's some men that if you run into some serious problem that will need money, they disappear. They just disappear. Like on your birthday, they travel. Days when you should spend more, you don't see them. But a good husband material, he sticks with you. Sticks with you. Problem, adversity, trial, tribulation, he's there. He's consistent. That's a good husband material. Okay? He doesn't run away from you when the world turns on you. A good husband material does not run away from you when the world turns on you. He is there through thick and thin. He is committed to you in the good times and in the bad times. He will always be at your side. That's what good husband material does. Now, listen carefully. Husband material is not an angel from heaven. I knew this will make you laugh. Husband material is not an angel from heaven. It takes wife material to keep him being husband material. So you know how nice, I've told you what husband material is, and that's really what he is. But guess what? He's not an angel from heaven. He's a human being just like you and I. But it takes a good wife material to bring out, okay, this husband material that's in him. You just get that. So that is so important. Okay, yes. Husband material will leave a woman who knows nothing about being a good wife material. Love is a two-way street. Both of you have a part to play. Both of you have work to do. Okay? Husband material will show you how to be loved intentionally and unconditionally. Husband material will not defend his actions when he knows that he has hurt you. Husband material does not criticize sharply or harshly or stay angry for long. Husband material does not blame you for everything. There are some men that don't understand, like anything that goes wrong, they're going to point a hand at you and say you did it and you are the cause. And they play a blame game. Husband material does not play the blame game. Okay? If it's his fault, he owns up to it. He takes responsibility for what he does. He's able to say, I'm sorry. He's able to say, do you forgive me? And that's who he is. Do you just understand this? Husband material does not turn your complaints around where you find yourself saying, I am sorry, when actually he should be the one telling you that he's sorry. Because sometimes they do that. Husband material does not manipulate. Husband material is not prideful at all. He is not controlling. Husband material respects your boundaries. He does not violate your boundaries over and over again. When he does, that's abuse. And husband material does not abuse. Okay? Husband material sees the potential in you. He helps you to grow and be a better person. Husband material brings growth, positivity, and direction into your life. Husband material is never violent towards you. Husband material is fun to be with. Husband material is open to correction. Husband material is not easily irritated or discouraged. Some people get irritated quickly. Husband material does not get easily irritated or discouraged. Now, this is very important. When you finally find husband material, if you are not wife material, he will not choose you. He will keep searching. Okay? The moral of the story is that don't spend all of your time looking for husband material. Spend more time making yourself wife material, so that when time and chance happens, as it does to everybody, and husband material shows up in your life, you will be prepared to take the opportunity and catch the husband material. This is real good advice. Okay? Wife material always attracts husband material. Fantastic. I think I exhausted my notes. 103 points. That's amazing. Any questions on the platform, people? So you know that you are wife material if you are married to husband. Yes. Now, if you're married to husband material, yeah, then you are wife material because being wife material is what keeps him going. Because nobody can just keep doing all the things I said to a person who's just not responding to it. So it's like you just keep being nasty, you just keep being unloving. It will kill his spirit at some point in time. So it's really important that yeah. I have a question. Yes, Pretty Wendy. Let's hear your question. Pretty Wendy, talk to me. Yes, commitment. Please, can you list a small list of wife material characteristics? Yes, I could, but that's going to be a new teaching. Guys, should I do wife material? If I get enough yeses, I'll do wife material. Wife material attracts, yes, that is true. Let me carry book and pen. Yes, Pretty Wendy, that's good. Still looking for this husband material, and I'm growing. He's out there. He's out there. See, and I'll tell you this. I can guarantee you this. From time to time, some husband material has come close. And they have seen some things, and they've moved on. And that's one thing women have got to know. There are times, see, a man that's searching, men are very project-minded. They're very serious. And they know what they're looking for. So, like a small interaction, and you never knew that you were ever under observation. But you've been under observation, and the guys kept going. So what you want to understand is that you really have to work on yourself. And it's true, it's attractive. Even from afar, when this guy hears you, this guy sees you, he's going to keep coming. And as he's coming, he's checking out. You see, women think, you ladies think you're the ones looking for, you guys know how to look for men. No, a man looking for a woman is a lot more serious-minded. He's a lot more strategic. He's a lot more like ready to he does his homework and he's looking. So he's out there, just get ready. I need them. Okay, now, Pretty Wendy, what's your question? Pretty Wendy, I don't see the question. Somebody, can you, everybody wants to know what wife material is. I'm not telling you today. It's almost 9:30. Wife material, yes. Pretty Wendy, I don't get your question. I don't see any question, Pretty Wendy. Let me see. Any questions here? No questions waiting. Okay. Yes. Guys, talk to me. Where can you buy this husband material? Yeah. Not for sale. Husband material is sounding perfect, though. You see, the thing is this. What I gave you, you don't have to get everything, okay? Because, some men will give you everything, but, you have to work really hard at that. And then also, know this. If he's teachable, okay, then he can learn these things with you while you're with him. That's why teachability is so important. Because, go back to my IGTV to where this teaching is, and you can both listen to it and make fun, joke with yourselves and say, well, guy, you're not like that. Or, you're not, you can just have fun. But you're learning, and you're getting better. And this is what works. You see, you can't play golf, but you're playing with the rules of table tennis. It's not going to work. There are rules that work in marriage, and that's what you have to work with. Do you get that? Yes, making sense. That is good. When your fiancé deletes your pictures on his IG, that is not really good. Were you guys in a quarrel? He took your picture out of his IG. That's major. That's that's not good. Even if you quarreled and he did that, it's not a good trait. Because when I quarrel with you, I don't quarrel with you like I'm going to kill you or that we're going to die. I quarrel with you with the mindset that we're going to make up. So I don't go too far. Okay? Yeah, you see, I always tell guys, you say you're looking at your phone because, some business, some things that, you might not want your wife to know. It's like, except you're a kidnapper and you're kidnapping people, and then, the locations of where you hide them, you don't want people to know. But really, even if you don't unlock your phone, your wife should have your what's it called now, your password. And if she goes to your phone, you aren't supposed to be upset because it's her phone as well. What is yours is hers, what is hers is yours. You can look at her phone too, and she can look at your phone too, and it's not a big deal. Am I talking to anybody? So don't get upset because she says, I saw this in your phone. It's not the fact that she looked in your phone that's upsetting you. It's because she saw something that you weren't supposed to be doing that's upsetting you. That's why you're upset, not because she looked at your phone. So let's start to just clean up your phone. Clean up your phone. Before you were married, your phone was not clean. I understand. Now you're in a serious relationship, you're married, clean your phone. And tell your people that, the things we used to do, we can't do it again. Things have changed. I have a fiancé, I have a wife, I am not available like that. I hope you respect that, and then that's fine. And if you still want to be my friend, then you have to be my wife's friend as well. You can't be my friend alone because now I am not alone. So if you want to be my friend, we'll go out together with my wife or fiancé, and if you guys get along, and then, then you can be our friend, okay? There are just many ways that you're supposed to do things. The idea that you just have this friend of the opposite sex that's your friend who doesn't know your husband or your wife and doesn't talk to them, and then you're hugging them as your friend. No. When you get married, when you get hitched, they have to translate from being your friend to our friend. And if they don't do that transition to our friend, then you lose them because they are not for our relationship or marriage. Are we good? You guys might think like PD is too tough, but no, I mean, like what works is what works. And to be quite frank, the state of marriages is very bad right now. Of marriage in the world is really bad. We need the right information to get it there. When men get extra defensive, I see it's a red flag. Yeah. I mean, love is not defensive. It's really not. So guys, are we good? Are we good? Wife material. Wives, you got to be respect. See, I've thought a lot about wife material on my platforms. That's why I chose this. How many notable men in the Bible were monogamous? Can an average man really be monogamous? Yes, an average man can be monogamous because the truth is this. When you marry one wife, half the time, most times, you have not even satisfied this one wife. So how do you think you're going to satisfy two? I mean, it's like I don't know. Tell me the real truth. And there are many monogamous men who are doing fine and they are happy. You know, to quite frank, it's like as a man, I mean, have you satisfied the one that you have that you now want to have two? You know, is that, you know, tell me about it, because you're only one person and you can't share your heart. You only have one heart. You can't share that heart with two people. So that's right. Don't worry, God will give you the grace. Okay, what about a guy who says, I need to be patient, and then there's nothing that happens next? Patience has its extent, okay? If he says that he needs to be patient, work with him. You know, it's like, okay, so what are you being patient about? How can I, get into the details of this patient. I need to be patient, and then nothing happens. Yeah, because being patient isn't about nothing happening. It's about being thoughtful and doing the needful at the right time, and that's being patient. Being patient is like you're not expecting too much too soon. Okay, so you're pacing yourself, but you're still moving. Patience doesn't mean that you're just standing still. Did we get that? You can't compromise. Yes, pretty ready. Okay, if he has like 8 or 7 out of these, is that a pass mark? Yes. I'll tell you this. If you get 70, for me, the green light is on at 70%. So if I get 70%, it's okay to go. Just go. And don't forget that if you're looking to get married, you're supposed to have a profile. I've taught this before. A profile of what you're looking for, and you need to have 3 to 4 non-negotiable points where they have to have these things. If they don't have those things, don't marry them, because you're going to find yourself trying to fit them into the profile, and then you're going to be controlling over them, and you don't want to do that. So now that you have your list of what you're looking for, because dating is a search. Husband material, you're looking for him. Your dating is the process of looking for a person. Okay, so let's understand that. Many times the problem today is that people don't want to let go who they're dating. The person is not right for you, is not your fit, but you don't want to let them go. You hang in there till you get married, and for some amazing reason, once you get married, your eyes open and you say, well, this is the wrong man, I don't want to be here, and then you're getting divorced. And you don't want to do that. Be willing to let go of the person you're dating if they don't check your boxes, if you're just not a fit. Okay? So that's really important. I've taught on dating before. I might do it again because you guys are acting like you forgot. Well, that's my cue. It's time to go. It's nice to be back. I hope that you guys learned something. You guys are amazing. I really do love you. And I pray and hope that things work out for you guys, that you find great husbands, you find great wives, that your marriages just do amazingly well. And if right now, there's a problem in the marriage, I really, really pray and I hope that things get better. That things get better, that your hearts will soften towards each other and love will abound in your hearts. And there will be mercy and forgiveness. You'll forgive each other and you will come back and love will grow. So guys, I'm out. Have an amazing time.